Check one. Jesus. All right, I guess I'll do that whole spiel again. Got the audio. Thank you. Sorry. Everything was set correctly. I've been, actually, hold on. Check one. Check. Okay, it's better. I've been playing around with some of my broadcast settings, and I keep forgetting that every time I plug in, I have to change them back. So my apologies there. And just to reiterate that spiel I went on, which was good because there was some foul language in there. I apologize for the late start on class. You saw if it cut in and you saw it, I was on the phone. My brother had called. He's a police officer in Pennsylvania. And so normally he knows when I'm in school, he doesn't really call unless it's an emergency. And he called twice in a row about 5 minutes before class started. So I got really worried really quickly and wanted to make sure everything was okay. So thankfully it is. Nothing to be concerned about there, but that's why I started a little bit later. So I apologize for that. Okay, I'm happy to see everyone here this morning. Harrison, Ashley, Kyle, Nick, Chris, long time no see. I hope you're well. Alexa, and then everyone's telling me there's no audio. I hope you guys are great. I was hoping, of course, today, being Thursday, to kind of talk about our show, but we didn't have a show because I didn't get any anchor clips from Vinny or Brandon at all. So I have segments ready to go and nothing to piece between them. So I kept holding out hope yesterday that, okay, maybe things will come in a little bit later and a little bit later, and they never came. And so I was actually doing some audio video work at home as I'm trying to figure out some stuff. I have a meeting tomorrow with Dr. Petrowski in regards to some graduation related things. I think we're just going to start brainstorming what we can do. And so I'm testing some of my equipment to make sure that if I need to bring it to the school or like I can kind of work some kinks out on stuff. I'm hoping to pitch something that is live as much as possible. I don't know what that's going to look like yet, but my brain's been going ever since we set the meeting for tomorrow. I worked on that for 4 hours. I blinked and it was 9 o'clock. So when I checked at 9, I'm like, I didn't think putting a nasty message on Classroom was good. I didn't know. I figured at 9 o'clock, if they didn't do it yet, the alternative was either A, I was going to do it then and there, or I would hear from them and they would say, oh, okay, we'll do it now. And then I would have to stay up. I'm going to age myself a little bit. Super late. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm not a going to bed at 4 a.m. type person to put the show together. But there would still be no way I can get it to Mr. D for approval before it goes out to the rest of the district and community. That's the face that I was really afraid that you were going to make. And I'm not going to say for no reason, but normally Vinny's here, and he's not here right now. So I'm wondering if... Oh, no, don't do that. Oh, okay, that's Mr. Rosner. We're going to find a way to get these pieces out for everyone, because not only did I get Ashley... I mean, of course, your segment and everyone that's been doing segments, but I was so happy to get stuff from Liam, to get stuff from Alexa and see her face in that video was really great. Nick, as always, makes me hungry. The return of Twitter, the Twitter scoop, or the Hazlitt scoop, sorry. Hazlitt Twitter scoop was great because we didn't have it last week, and so it was, I missed it. Vinny's here. Vinny, we gotta put you up against the firing squad for a second. What happened? What you and Brandon were supposed to be anchors this week. So fill us in. What was the issue that cropped up? And please, I'm not accusing you of anything. If you drop the ball for like, oh yeah, Mr. Leonard, I forgot, just please own up to that. If it's a communication issue, like let's talk that out and figure out where that went awry. because as it stands now, we don't have a show, and we were waiting on you and Brandon to get us those clips. Yeah, Nick, that spicy popcorn I'm going to have to try. I've been on a spicy kick lately. I just picked up some like spicy ramen at the, oh God, I don't want to be insensitive. I think it's a Chinese market. Or a Korean market. Like melt your face hot, really awesome. And I picked up some hot sauce. I forget what the name brand is. You'll see it in restaurants. It's got the wooden cap. That stuff is awesome. Monday and Wednesday. Okay, so my only comment to that, and I hope you did well on your tests. I hope they weren't like super difficult. Didn't you know about those tests prior to this week? Because I know last class I had asked everyone, hey, let me know when your things are. And I know Ashley spoke up and Jess had spoken up. I want to say Harrison too, but I'm not sure if that's true. I'm trying to rack my brain. Because like if there's a conflict with it, then cool. Then we just wouldn't have had you do it that week. So that you didn't have to worry about it and could put more time into prepping for your tests. So today, certainly a viable option, and I'd rather have it late than never. The only problem, I wouldn't be able to get to it until the earliest at the end of the day. Because I'll be in classes for a bulk of, well, for all of the afternoon, really. So Vinny, if it's easier for you to not coordinate it with Brandon, like if you're able to get started now, then I would say get started now and fly solo. Unless you can get a hold of Brandon right now and he's awake and he can jump on and, you know, start doing stuff, right? But if he's not going to be up, and again, I mean, technically he should be in class, but if someone's sleeping until noon and you're going to, oh, well, yeah, we'll start once he wakes up. All right, well, now we're 3 hours behind the 8 ball when we're already 25 hours behind the 8 ball. All right, so I've got the segments downloaded, ready to go. They look awesome, by the way. Mr. Rosner. Cool. Coming in with the softball questions. So if Vinny's going to get on it, Vinny, you can turn those clips into the post on Classroom, much like you would your segment week to week. So when you go to Morning Show from Home, episode 6, and you turn in, you would just select the clips there. I'll download those and get them ready to go. I'll try and get a Premiere project started with everything in it. It's only just slightly problematic because as it stands now, streaming on YouTube while running my broadcasting software and having Drive and Classroom open alone makes it sound like my computer is going to like launch into space. These fans are whirling and it gets super hot. So I would be a little terrified to have Premiere open simultaneously, but I might be able to find little bits of time throughout the day to close down, especially if my classes go quiet Today is the second editing day for my B-Day TV1 classes, which will also mean that next week I'm hoping to have some additional content for our show. So all my TV production classes are doing how-to videos. And so if there are some really standout ones, I'm going to ask if we can put them in the show. So hopefully we'll be able to bolster our content a little bit, maybe even create a new segment. We could do 1 or 2 a week, and now we've got a nice little chunk of extra video content there, which will be really cool. So hopefully those will look really good. Based on some of the questions I'm getting from people, promising. So, and I have some very talented TV1 and TV3 students. So I'm sure they'll be great. Morgan, hi, good morning. That's okay. Actually, I got to knock on wood because I've had a pretty good streak of my internet being pretty rock solid. I don't think I've had a stream crash in a couple weeks, which means I'm prone to have one today, I'm sure. But I'm happy that you joined us, Morgan. I hope you're well. I hope everything's going okay. Perfect bacon every time. I know, I'm looking forward to it. I need to live vicariously through all the foods that everyone's making. There's a lot of food-related ones for the how-to. And so I know perfect bacon is coming, and every time Nick does something, I just get hungry. That pancake one, I think I dream about still. When I get a chance, have I seen your emails? Oh, God. Let me check, Chris. Let me check. So if I'm going to be truthful, the question isn't, did I see your emails? The question is, did I see your emails and then remember to say something back to you? And my guess would be, if you're asking that question, probably not. Chris Flan. No, there it is. Oh, my. Okay, this is from like a week ago, Chris. I'm so sorry. Okay, I'm going to leave this up so that as soon as we're done class, I can get back to it. I don't want to discuss it in front of everyone. I apologize for not replying. I'm sure, unlike a normal school day, your guys' emails and inboxes have been exploding. I think I've gotten almost 600 emails alone since, well, the first week we were out in March. I'm not saying that's an excuse. I'm just saying it's nonstop. Which is why my weekends are now strict mental health days to the extreme. So, Chris, I will reply to that. I apologize for not. I hope you're okay. But being here now is a step in the right direction, and whatever we can do to contribute would be a good... Man, I would love to see you host if that's possible. I guess we'll chat off stream. Private chat. Blah, 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 blah. Where's the thing? I got to look up right here. Okay. I don't have much else to say because we don't have a show to look back and reflect. Other than the segments I saw, they look really good. I think we're starting to tighten up with some of the feedback I've been giving the last few times we've done these. So, and it's with you, for you guys, it's been pretty, I don't want to say silly things, but really small things. It's a lot of audio stuff. And those tweaks have been made. So, Harrison, your segment continues to get better and better. I love the addition of the graphics and music. I know it may not seem like much, and I hope you guys don't feel you're overburdening yourself in doing these week to week. I know a lot of people have been appreciative of the show that we put out. Oh no, it'll get out there. It's just going to come in a little late, and I don't want to I don't want to harp on saying, oh well, we got it out and it's better than getting it out on time. It's also a respect thing with the 8A show, because if their show airs on Friday, um, I don't want to cut into their episode if I was to say, oh, okay, well, it'll come out late. It's going to come out tomorrow. Well, theirs comes out tomorrow too, and we had our day, and I don't want to kind of encroach on theirs. That's not to say we won't get your stuff out there. We will. It's just going to come in a little bit later. And analytically speaking, the reason why I always put the shows to air in the morning is because people are more inclined to see them throughout the day. Right? If I put this up here at 3 in the afternoon, 5 in the evening, odds are people aren't going to sit down to watch it. When you're gearing up for school, when you're in that mode, it might be easier for some folks to do. And of course, the time between when our show airs and then the next episode for 8A airs is usually when there's a drop off on ours. So like if we air at 8:30 on Thursday morning and we get nice steady views up until, theirs drops tomorrow, ours tends to taper off pretty hard after that. Just from an analytical standpoint. I don't know why, but analytically with some stuff I'd like to nerd out. And so with my own YouTube stuff, I always follow that stuff closely because I just find it fascinating how those trends shift. So I'm trying to apply that here as much as possible. No, the llama story will be there. It will be there. Vinny and Ashley, how were the AP tests yesterday? I know you guys had them. I know Jess isn't here today. She's got hers today. Harrison, you are on my calendar for next week. Okay, so I wasn't crazy in that discussion we had last class. Good. How do we think we did? Did okay? And Vinny, if you're still here, feel free to politely leave at any time. So if you want to get started on shooting some stuff, I know the script isn't super duper long, but like if you're sitting here going like, oh wow, I can probably do this in a half an hour and at least get it shot before the start of your next class. And again, I always make the presumption that you guys are signing off with my class and going to another class. I think it'd be rude of me not to do that. But I don't know what you have next. The script is going to be on Google Classroom. So when you go to the assignment post, Morning Show from Home, episode 6, it's going to be the attachment there. All right, so the same attachment that you would put your segment in for the week. And if you scroll down to the bottom after that chart, you will see the script there. Because it's posted, you should have access to it, but if you want to double check, I can make sure. Okay. Well, I hope you do well. How is everyone else holding up with, current situation, schoolwork and stuff? Have your classes been consistent? Are they getting a little bit more spacey? I'm just kind of curious where everyone is, because out of the teachers that I talk to on a daily basis, we're trying to steer the course as much as possible. But you guys are the ground floor and giving me an idea on what's going on elsewhere. Three ways to spice up your popcorn. So the question, Nick, is do you always make your popcorn like that? I don't mean with the treats. I just mean like in a pan. I think we had Jiffy Pop when I was a kid, but, or for camping, but we've always had like just microwave popcorn. I'm impressed if you do it that way. Oh. Mm-hmm. Haley's here. Good morning, Haley. More time to complete assignments? Okay. Does that mean you're getting less work, or teachers are giving more, just more time, like same amount of work, but more time to complete stuff? Because I'm starting to shape what's coming next in my TV classes, and while I'm having a hard time, the tech end, the time part is one thing that's just always a variable. Yeah, stovetop's always better. Although, to be fair, the best popcorn out there in the world is movie theater popcorn. Baseball stadium popcorn would be a very close second. But they oversalt baseball stadium popcorn because they want to make you thirsty and pay $8 for a soda. I know that's not relevant to anything. I just being, I don't know. Okay. Yeah. Oh, I guess that's true. That would make sense. Well, I didn't know if they were saying, okay, here's an assignment every day and it's due next class. Like, here are 3 things, or here's 1 thing, it's due next class. Next class, here's 1 thing, it's due next class. Or they're saying, all right, here's 3 things, it's due in a week. Right? It's arguably the same amount of work, but you've got a week to do it as opposed to it being due like 1 per class. I was just curious. Harrison, I'm going to start giving you more. That's 2 weeks in a row we've complained about that class. And I can promise everyone that what you're getting is probably a fraction of what you'd be doing in school. I know the circumstances are different. You know, even a class like this, which is part of the reason why I also like this class, is that we come in, we get our stuff done, and it's kind of like we leave and we have a product we're proud of, and there's like, I guess I don't think I've given homework this year in this class, right? So like this kind of changes our dynamic a little bit. Harrison's going to be on extra special assignment. Beep boop bop beep boop. Oh, I got to find that thing. I saw it this morning and I was like, this should be the credits to our show. I have a feeling I would get yelled at by it or about it, but where's the thing? I can't find it. Yeah, I'm hoping we'll be on campus in September as well. All right, gang. Well, let's do this. I'm going to go prep some stuff for the show. I know we've got some time left, but um, while we are in a crunch week, right? Our two class week is kind of our crunch week. It does allow us the freedom to breathe a little bit on Thursday before we kind of start to outline stuff for Monday, right? So we did our prep work for this show kind of at the end of class on Friday, last Friday. So without a show to critique, although, like I said, segments have been great, consistently getting better. And hopefully Vinny's out working on stuff now. I'll just hustle to get that show finished as soon as I can. And then we'll get that shared and up and out and make sure you guys get recognized for all the wonderful things that you are doing for this class, which, as always, I so appreciate. But does anyone have anything for the good of the order? Anything they want to share? Anything they want to talk about? Harrison, you want to talk about your llama for 22 minutes? Because otherwise we can wrap and we'll head into our weekend, knowing that come Monday we're starting the countdown of really how many episodes we have left. 3 or 4? I'm going to say 4, maybe 5. That's what we need, an army of llamas. They'll get in there. I think I wrote a song about llamas when I was in 9th grade. That's not relevant to anything. I know I don't know the song anymore. Sorry. I'm hoping Vinny found the script, but I'm guessing since he didn't say he didn't, that he did. Maybe I'll try and put some llamas in our show today. We'll have Llama Zen at the end, just for Harrison. What? If you type llama into YouTube, the first thing that comes up is llamas with hats. Oh, it's a whole series? No way. All right, Vinny found it. Good. No, that's don't say that. Maybe we'll have to find a way to get you back in there. Wait, what do you mean? You mean this year? One event? Well, Harrison, global and drama are like the two hardest things that, like, drama takes a lot of time and usually interferes with global events. There's a lot of, all right, I don't want llamas with hats anymore. And who knows what's going to come out of this meeting tomorrow about graduation stuff. So maybe there will be a live event. Put your names in the studio? What does that mean exactly? Like you want to write them on the wall? Explain yourself. I tried for many years to get us to be able to do like what the dance team does. They'll like claim a brick, and they can decorate that brick however they want. I was told no several times. Um, oh, there you go. Yeah, I got shot down a lot, and I think it's because they always use our studio as a centerpiece for, I don't know, showing off to other people, and so they want it to look semi-professional, which is why um, the program thing became a thing, was because it's like, all right, well, they're signing these, I'm taping these up, they're going up. Um, but if you wanted to, and I don't want to put a burden on you, but I mean, in the studio there are some pictures and stuff that were gifted to me by students so that they can kind of leave a name for themselves. So by the door, right by the graphics computer, there's that picture up on the wall, and above Lucy, there's that picture collage from several years ago. I mean, George left his tie, Ryan left his jersey. Those things are up on the wall. So if you wanted to, like, I don't know, do something like that, I think a nice, picture. Oh, I don't disagree with you. I think it'd be really great to have names permanently etched. It would showcase your personality. Each thing would be different. It would look really, really cool. But I was told no several times. I think after like 5 years of asking, I just stopped asking. Because their answer was always the same. So I don't know if you and Kelly have a picture together, you can frame and put up there. I think that would be cool. Kind of like oh, that's what we really should do. Dang, that'd be a great idea if we did like headshots and just put headshots up on the wall and signed them, kind of like a diner. I don't know why that'd be fun, but that would be kind of cool if we had all these professional headshots lining the walls. Or maybe I'm just going insane. It could be that. It could very much be that. Beep boop bop. Yes, let's think of something for sure. All right, on that note, with 14 minutes left to go, I'm going to jump into Premiere, get these segments and stuff taken care of. Anyone have a song recommendation for our show? I deleted all the music on my computer, so we need to download fresh. But I'm open to suggestions if you have them. If not, I'll just find something. It's cool. No, I guess not. Okay, all right. Well, I'll find some music. If you have suggestions, send them my way. Otherwise, let's wrap on the day. Hopefully, get that stuff from Vinny soon. Thank you guys for getting those segments in. We'll chat again on Monday morning to outline our show for the week, and hopefully stay on schedule with it. If it's Vinny going solo today, maybe Brandon will pick up the slack in the anchor department next week, but we'll definitely have to shift to working on that come Monday so we can get that out by Friday. I hope you guys enjoy your weekend. I think it's supposed to be like 80 degrees someday soon. So get outside, go for a walk, lay in the park, um, enjoy. And we will see everybody again on Monday. Of course, if you need anything or want to reach out to me or chat, send me an email, Chris. I'm going to reply very soon. So stay tuned for that, but we might need to chat in a different way just so we can, I don't know, be a little bit quicker on that. And yeah, okay. So the show will go out hopefully, well, as soon as possible today. And that's it. That's all I got. So enjoy your weekend, folks. I'll see you on Monday. All right. Take care. Be happy. Be healthy. See you later.